Hello and welcome everyone to the Altenew Exciting Escapes video blog hop. When deciding what to create for this blog hop, I decided to use a combination of some of the products that I did some techniques with that I really liked and wanted to recreate again. The first idea that I really loved was with this Mountain Builder die set. I love the mountains die cut as is with the pattern papers. But by accident, with playing with just the mountain edge die part, I discovered I could create pockets with it. So that was the project that I had shared for the blog hop. And now I'm going to recreate that in my Heidi Swapp storyline chapters insert. Another technique that I loved was using this polka dot buds layering stencil. And I used it on one card as it's intended, and then I used it on another card in a different way, creating like a bokeh effect. I'm going to kind of create the same thing. I'm inspired by the Dreamy Sunset paper pack, that polka dot paper there on the right, and I'm going to kind of recreate that, just moving the stencil around with different various ink colors to closely match, not perfectly match, but closely match what I have there. Now I did try to use the little tiny circle, but I had done that on one of the cards for the original blog hop, and it's really best to use a smaller applicator to get that in there. So I just went with continuing with the regular large circles. Now I'm using the next layer that has the leaves and the smaller polka dots, and instead of doing them as intended, I'm moving that around to create little branches coming up from the bottom and then sprouting up to the top. Now this is the card that is kind of inspiring this. I wanted a little bit of a vintage look to it. So I'm using some black ink in my dauber and just lightly going over it. And that's what I had done on that card to kind of give it a nice little vintage look to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and stamp this sunglasses image from the Spectacular Adventures stamp set. I am going to keep it pretty simple. I'm just stamping it in black, and then I will come back. And then to layer on the inside, I used a gray ink on the inside. This stamp set comes with a guide to show you how to layer them up. It's really super simple, and you can really get very detailed and do some really cool techniques with this, with coloring the inside of the lenses. I did just a little bit of gray to color a little bit of the inside. And then I'm going to grab another pencil here, and I'm just going to freehand to emphasize that I'm creating these branches from that stencil. I really want this to, since this is a beach theme, I'm going with very, very neutral colors, very sandy neutral colors, and keeping it very soft. I'm looking at my card again to decide if I want to incorporate that torn look. And I did play around with that a little bit, but I decided I wanted more of cleaner edges for this one. So I used the Mountain Builder die set, and I did the edge of the mountain there that you see, and then I just layered it with another piece of pattern paper under it, stitched it together to create my pocket on the right. For that left, I decided not to do those little torn strips and just printed a very large photo and then just trimmed it to be very narrow, to go just kind of 3/4 down the page there. And then I can tuck the pictures that I had printed, about 3 by 5, 3 by 4 pictures, and I just tucked those into the pocket on the right. The Mountain Builder die set comes with a sun that you can put as the sun setting behind the mountains. I ended up cutting those 3 times in that pink paper that you see there, using the same paper pack, and I just clustered it underneath my little sunglasses there. Now to create my journaling, I had the edge of the mountain die there on my desk, so I just used that right there to draw a quick little line. I love that die set. It's very, very versatile to use in so many different ways. Keeping with the beach theme, the neutral colors, I pulled out this older set of Altenew wood veneers to create some bullets for my journaling and just add a little few embellishments here and there. And that finishes this up. I hope this inspires you to show you the different ways that you can use these products. Thanks so much for watching.